from Phantom of the Opera. Beautiful. The singer who sings the song is beautiful voice. I have the soundtrack if you want it. Have you heard or seen Phantom of the Opera? Yeah, it's a great, phenomenal musical. Not world music on her anything. The tricky thing about it is sometimes it's quiet and it's loud at the same dynamic. Alright, everybody. So, that was a wonderful introduction. Now, today I have a couple of things planned. One of which I want to do the Joanne Wheel. We're going to be seeing an episode of that. Remember the words, one of the customs that you'll find on my website, if you go on my website and the infinite number of customs and words on there, it'll take you 1,000 years to go through and memorize everyone. Maybe another 1,000 years. But one of them is the Parker deity custom. And let's actually forget about the deity part of that. Remember, like for the Matson custom, there was a Matson and then there was a meaty Matson. For the deity, there was a deity custom and then there was a Parker custom. And then there was a Parker deity custom. So we have those two names per custom that's two put into one. Just like if we remember from just that magic, the Parquinian family. I've obviously seen Spanish language and writing and pronunciations long enough to mistake Parquinian for Parkinian. But I still going to say Parkinian because it's out of habit that I do that. Because when you're talking about Spanish writing, the Q and the U make a K sound. So, obviously. That's one thing also. The reason why I gave you that little lesson, is because of the custom of Joanne Wheel, who we are going to be watching today. And we're going to be having the cooking lessons in session start after we're done with this little amount of time here. Okay, so she does come from several customs. One of them is the Lester custom, and a lot of these customs are named after people I know and I knew and their last names. She also comes from the Hagener custom, and some of these I don't entirely make up. They come off of, the last names of people. So, Lester custom, Hagener custom, and also Parker custom. All of those three combine, to create Joanne Wheel. And a lot of this is very, very confusing, and it sounds like nonsense. But so be it. Sounds entirely random. Doesn't make any sense, but okay. So we're going to be watching an episode of her. We're going to be watching an episode where she is making very, very simple but delicious preparations for tomato recipes because one of her favorite ingredients is tomatoes. She's a very, very big tomato person, just like Valerie Bertinelli is a very big fan of lemons, as am I. So we're going to be seeing that episode. And also, I know that a lot of you have been telling me over and over and over, we need to get into the cancer themes. We will be watching a couple of episodes of Super Nanny coming up not too long. I know that cancer season's definitely flying by. But we're going to be seeing those episodes. Probably the most popular ones are the worst families that she does. So one of them will probably do two. I don't know. One of them will be in Great Britain. The other will be in America. Okay. Just because that really applies to the themes of cancer and the themes of what we're talking about. Because before you came here, I really got into it on the 22nd of last month and had that big meeting, which was a very, very long meeting, but I certainly wanted to go over a lot of things. And off and on, we have had families come here and do all of the activities, and now we have the pool, so we can use the pool. Which you all have used a little bit this afternoon, which I hope that you all found really relaxing and refreshing and fun. Although it probably wasn't the best day because it was a little bit windy and cool. Realize though that we're still doing the Just Add Magic, but I'm trying to balance out the two. The Cancer, the Everlost, and then Just Add Magic and Zach Callison. So, we're going to be watching episodes of the Just Add Magic, the Mystery City series that I've talked to you about this evening. So this evening we'll watch the first, or both the first and the second episodes of that. Okay? And so I will be filming a couple of those, not all of them though. I don't really, no. So, we'll be doing that. We're going to be seeing Joanne Wheel, and we're going to get back into our cancer themes. We've had Cancer Clubus meetings. You've been given a lot of work time, including work time today on your projects that I gave out to you. And also, the Cancer theme song, which is going to be a very, very small, really just like a mini concert just for Gemini season. And I know how much you all really loved the theme song for Gemini. It just was so incredibly beautiful and really dynamic. I really enjoyed it. So yes, we can turn pop type songs into beautiful choral pieces, and that was just unbelievably, vividly, beautiful. I really enjoyed that, and I think that the whole audience did too. And we kind of last minute, kind of last ditch those other concerts that I had, particularly with the, way back when we had the Dance Moms and we had them do those solos. We had to really get that in there, and they had to really, learn things quickly, and we had to do all those, just get him out of the way by, in last month in June. But now that's all aside, and we've moved on to brand new things, and I believe that after this series, we're going to be done with Cancer season, and it's going to move into a sign that I do not have on the chart. So there's not going to be a whole lot going on for this next astrological season. after we're done with the Just Said Magic and everything. But we're going to be doing the theme song for Cancer. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. So we're going to be learning that. Okay, because we do have a concert coming up, in like July 23rd. Remember, those projects due, I'll push it to the 22nd. Okay, now let me see here. Did I have everything I think that I did? Oh, yes. Yes, Leo season. Yep. So I have a concert and some music that we might sing, just as a little performance. I do have some ideas up my sleeve, including songs from The Lion King. I think that you know why I say The Lion King. That's simple. For Leo, and then Jill Vertez, and Milena Esposito, and Alamelu, the cook that we had, and also maybe even Jada De Laurentiis. All of those individuals will be joining us at some point for this next astrological season. I don't really know if there'll be a clubhouse meeting for that or those types of things, but certainly in other areas there will be. So we're going to be singing just a whole medley of different songs for a concert, including the songs that are most, lion-like for the concert on the Lion King and everything. So now, what we're going to be doing first of all is getting to the theme song. Now, I want to tell you that in this next series, that Callison played in different parts of the series, although in a very, very small role and not in every episode, in a couple, very small, short scenes as flashbacks into the past. But I will tell you that there is a really, really neat moment, just a very, very small, minor moment, coming up at one point in the season that I was trying to really push. Because a lot of, so what we're going to be doing actually is we're going to be tying in Zach Callison, all of the songs and all the customs and all the things that we did in Just Said Magic to Cancer season. And, it's these connections, all those kind of things. And I really can't think of the way to do that. Although I would think probably, I don't know, nostalgia, memories spent together, connections, which is kind of all the things that Cancer rules, but it's more through family. I think that if this was Taurus season, then it would probably be a little bit easier to relate to, or Gemini season, but so be it, come when it does, and we'll be sure to celebrate your birthday, which will be here coming up in October, when the time comes. So you're going to, Zach is going to be leaving the Cementon for a couple of days. Remember, honorary Menton person now, and not the Menton guest, honorary Menton guest. Anymore past that stage, you can leave and come whenever pleases. Kathy will be coming tomorrow. She said that she will be delighted to be here for the next 2 days. So she'll be here for that amount of time. We'll kind of switch. We'll kind of swap. So when she's going to be here, Zach's not going to be here. When Zach is here, she's not going to be here. It's like this weekend. That's kind of what we arranged in the first place. So now we're going to get to that song. I just need to grab a couple of things and we will begin. Alright, so now, so you don't have to stand, sit down. Okay, tired of standing. Oh, alright, that's really sit down. Now, this is the song. This is the song. This is the Cancer theme song, and it's not really good. I just want to see what key. That's the key that we want. So that's the one that we're looking for, okay? So it goes something like this. So, oh, do I have to print lyrics out and everything? Okay. Alright. Feel a little bit lazy to do that. But so this is just the melody of what it sounds like. This is the key, remember? So that's the first part of it, and then the second part of it goes like this. And then it just repeats again, and then that's the end of the song, the complete song. So I'm just going to, so the lyrics are going to be slightly different than they actually put in, because I have different ideas. The singer of the song's not really good. Not really good. Really Kermit-like and pitchy. So, okay. So, I just wanted to have you listen to that. We're actually going to be learning that more tomorrow. Now, we're going to go and we're going to see that episode. I might pick this up back tomorrow, okay? So tomorrow we're going to learn the song and we're going to see the episode of the Joanne Wheel. I think that today would not be a good day to do that. Okay, so you have the free rest of today, okay? And you can spend some quality time with Zach Callison. Okay, and tomorrow at one point, Mrs. What's her name? Leah Talk. Mrs. Sanchez will be coming over with her daughter, Alicia, and also Shane Harper, her brand new Edmonton guest that's in the honorary stage that was in Just That Magic Mystery City. Hermanton's already watching it, very, very important character. Also known as Spencer. Okay, so wonderful.